Blog Talk Radio.
To another episode of Endie Fiya right here with your girl Nakia. It's Thursday. Yeah. All day long I've been thinking it was Friday, but it's actually Thursday. What you guys been doing? Are you still behaving? Are you still in the house? Are you still abiding by all of the rules that may have been set in place by your state or by your city? Or you just like whatever? Yeah, you like whatever? I feel you. I want to be like whatever so bad, but, I've worked through this entire pandemic, and I just can't be like whatever. Like, I really want to. I really, don't get me wrong. Like, yesterday was one of those days I wanted to, I was talking to an old college friend, and he's actually a city councilman now in Charleston, South Carolina. And so he was, just talking about everything they're doing and how there's like a big Million Man March coming up in Columbia, South Carolina. And he was like, remember our old Black Student Union days and, the protests that we did. And I was like, dang, yeah, I did. Like, I really want to be in the streets, but I got to work. You know what I'm saying? Then I got coworkers that be tripping and stuff, and I really want to just wild out on them. But I think about it, I can't get up. Like I said yesterday, I want to just get up and tear some shit up, but I can't do that because I'm working from home now. And if I just got up and did that, I'd be tearing up my house, and then who's gonna clean it up? Me, right? So nah, I better just sit still for the time being. I just better sit still. But I know if you still have restrictions. I know my city got a little bad a couple of weeks ago, and everything, like the Walmart and everything, closes at like 5 p.m. It's because they tore the store up. Like we got like 8, 9 Walmarts, but for one of the stores, they just went in there and went crazy up in the store. And so just be mindful that what we're doing, we need to be doing it peacefully. You know what I'm saying? We can get the message across without being violent. The anger, I know, is within each and every one of us, but it doesn't have to be displayed physically on the outside. You know what I'm saying? All of this should be done peacefully. I believe we're going to get more accomplished the peaceful way. Hopefully, fingers crossed. That's my prayer, that we're able to get things done peacefully. But make sure that while you're out there that you still remember that we're in the middle of this pandemic, and not a lot. I really can't follow a lot that's going on with the pandemic because everything's, and I don't want to say overshadowed, but that's what we're seeing so much, the social injustice and the racial injustice that we're dealing with, not only in the United States, but globally. A lot of our artists that are in the UK were out protesting this weekend and came across some challenges. So big ups to you guys for what you participated in this weekend, and how you just held things down for the people in the UK. And then the artists that we had on the show Tuesday, talked about what was going on in Sweden. So it's not just us that's dealing with this, and it's not just people of color that are dealing with this. If you're supporting the people of color, you're getting the backlash too. So our artists on Tuesday, they talked about, how they're seeing that happen. Just the prejudice actions and the racial injustice against, all people in Sweden. So, we just need to remember that we're all a part of the human race, and what we're trying to accomplish, we need to be all on one accord, doing it all together. My beliefs. All right? If you missed any of the episodes this week, just make sure that you are tuning in. They do play back on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on iHeartRadio, on Spreaker, YouTube, TuneIn, blah, 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 blah. You can catch it somewhere. Just Google Endie Fiya, and believe me, that's what's popping up, all right? So make sure that if you miss any episodes, you go back and you listen, okay? Make sure you're tuning in every Monday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for My Struggle is My Strength. That's Monday Morning Motivation with my boy Casso Moore. All right, he's dropping purpose points every Monday that are going to be able to take you not only through Monday, but throughout the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to ignite our faith to just push us a little further, and then sometimes we need to have a little more inspiration to assist us with that. Some of us do. And so that is the desire for Monday Morning Motivation. My Struggle is My Strength with Casso Moore. Again, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's all I got for you as far as announcements are concerned. Next week is wide open. We did have some individuals that were scheduled for the show, but some things came up, and I do understand. And so they've had to reschedule. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays are wide open for next week. If you want in, you guys know how to contact me. Let me know which day you want. All shows 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? Super excited to have my guest back here this evening. Hopefully I won't lose my voice tonight because I've been talking and training new team members all day long. So hopefully I won't lose my voice tonight because I feel it going away. But I'm so excited to have my guests here this evening. For you all who may have not had the opportunity to catch last year's interview, we had Jayna Blackwell on the show last year. And, since she was on the show, we brought the name up a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? We played her music a lot of times. And at the end of the year, we had the Endie Fiya Radio Award show. And so one of Jayna's songs, Tune Setting, won the 2019 Best R&B Female Song winner, right? Or she won for that song. And at the time, I had no idea. Like, I probably knew, but I didn't know that Tune Setting wasn't really out like that. I didn't know. I didn't know that until I want to say it was April when the song came out. And the song, we talk about this every episode that I have somebody on the show. I'm talking about this track because it's doing phenomenal, not only in the U.S., but the U.K., Australia, Japan. There's a tune setting challenge, guys. If you're not on it, you need to get on it, all right? So for those who may not know anything about Jayna Blackwell, she is a soulful music artist who aims to power through the hearts of the people with her upbeat melody and cheery tunes. Similar to her cheerful and optimistic personality, Jayna Blackwell aims to create magic through the genres of R&B and House. Her music is so empowering that it can uplift people's moods, making them bright and optimistic. Hailing from the streets of California, Jayna Blackwell was born in Ohio when she moved to Oakland to pursue her musical career. Oakland has, therefore, played a major role in her music career as she had one of the biggest nights of her life at Yoshi's, the stage that has helped conquer millions of hosting musical legends. Still remembers the way she used to imitate the style of her favorite singers when she was young. She owes most of her inspiration to artists she listened to while growing up. Whether she's playing in a festival or before a more intimate crowd, Jayna's musical sessions have been nothing short of an exciting and inspiring adventure for people of all ages. Like her stage name, Mistress of Soul, Jayna Blackwell has managed to touch the lives and the souls of several other artists through her musical and soulful craft. To this date, Jayna still remembers the praise she received from a DJ in her early days. The DJ was singing and humming along to the hook of one of her songs, and this was probably one of Jayna's earliest musical highlights. The performer has received several awards for her musical craft during her career. The latest she recalls is the one she won in 2017 for the People's Choice Award of UK groundbreaking musical artists. In addition to this, she has also won the Sick Nation Song of the Year in 2015, the Bay Area Music Award in 2014, and the Best Neo Soul Performer Award in 2012. Considering the charm of her lyrics, it is not a surprise that people compare her to Stephanie Mills and even Faith Evans. Jayna believes that she sounds similar to Tamia and will be thankful if she can produce and promote music with the same edge. Her latest release, Dance All Night, has taken the online streaming platforms by storm. At present, the Mistress of Soul aims to tour different parts of the world so that she can continue sharing the spotlight with other musical legends like the Thrill Train, the BE Motown Review Show, Butter and the Butter Love Band, and Niecy Living Single. Endie Fiya listening audience, I present to you this evening my very, very special guest, c-townrecords, Mistress of Soul, Jayna Blackwell. Girl, first of all, let me say, before I even say hello, you got to know that I got crazy love for you, for me to sit there and read that long-ass bio. I'm going to just say that off top. But I felt that for a lot of people who do not know who Jayna Blackwell is, you know what I'm saying, you need to be able to, you've heard me talk about her and the award that she won on Endie Fiya last year or this year, but you really don't know who she is. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what really makes up Jayna Blackwell, Mistress of Soul. So I wanted to be able to fully enlighten people and let them know who you are. I will say you better go update that bio, though, and throw your Endie Fiya award up there. Yes, you need to do that.
I will.
Do that.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
But I want to say
thank
you. Yes, thank you so much for being here with me this evening. You could have been anywhere, but you are here giving so freely of yourself and your time to share with me, myself, and my listening audience all about you and why it is that you are so passionate about what you do. So thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. I consider it an awesome, huge blessing to be back on, to be, invited back on. And I love you guys. So, anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So we love you more. And shout out to Gregory Beasley. I already see him popping out, posting and sharing. So let me go ahead and show him some love really quick, just in case I forget throughout the rest of the show. Big up to you, Greg, for what you're doing. So let me just jump right into this. I don't want to just make this like an interview, because we've done that. We did it last year. I want to say we did it in our very first year. So like 2017, we did it as well. Those were the stereotypical interviews, you know what I'm saying, answer question, answer. But I really want just to find out what's been going on with you since you were on the show last, since you won the award, since Tune Setting really dropped. But when I tell people, like, I had no idea the song wasn't out when we got it. We got it last year.
Yes.
I had no idea.
It's crazy. It's crazy because we've recorded so much music, and decisions on what tracks to put out are very difficult. I have my favorites.
Right.
And, of course, Tune Setting was one of them, and I wanted to put that one out so quickly. But, the choices were made to put out one of the other tracks. That's my song. But, a select handful of stations and DJs were sent some of the other tracks as well. And so I was grateful that you all were playing Tune Setting in addition to That's My Song, and even, when we later released Dance All Night. So I truly appreciate the love. Trust me. Very much appreciated.
So what's been going on since we last talked on the show? I know there were some tour dates coming up, or something that you might have been working on for Atlanta, New York area. What happened with that?
Well, the unfortunate untimeliness of this worldwide pandemic caused a lot of things to change in our industry, and one of those was, dates that I had set to travel, finally to get out of California and do some some gigs across the country, and I was so looking forward to it. But unfortunately, things changed. But, I can say that with the change, there has become even more growth in areas where, I wasn't focusing on it. It allowed me to kind of refocus my career, if you will.
And I think that we talked about that. I don't know if you get a chance to listen to Cosmo on Monday mornings, but he had a series not too long ago where he talked about growth and not using this period of quote-unquote downtime to just, become lazy and complacent, but to use it as an opportunity to grow. You know what I'm saying? If you have dreams, let them manifest. If you have a creative side, bring that forth, show what you're capable of doing. And as artists, a lot of artists feel like I'm kind of stagnant right now because I can't perform or I can't, get in this venue, you know what I'm saying? I can't attend this festival, but you still could be putting that music out, And then as I was explaining to our artists on the show Tuesday, this is the perfect time for artists to be able to use their brands and their platform to be vocal about the things that are going on in the world. So with all that's going on, it's important to have that growth and to have the opportunity for growth. So I commend you on the things that you still are able to accomplish. And I know that you're a mom, and I know that you're still working full time, and you know what I'm saying? So it's awesome that you can still continue to do those things and grow and see the growth in yourself. So I salute you for that right there. I had a question to come in. Don't start with these questions. All right? I had a question to come in. All right, so and I know the answer, but Jayna Blackwell, Mistress of Soul, where did you get your name, Mistress of Soul, from?
Okay, it's kind of funny. But long story short, a friend of mine, he was a local promoter here in the Bay Area. We were sitting down joking one night, and he was like, you got to have some kind of tagline, his slick way of talking. And, he was like, like Aretha Franklin is the queen of soul, and you named some others. And so he was the one that actually came up with the Mistress of Soul. And he talked about, it's your time, girl, because he's from South Carolina, so he had a really cute accent. So I think I liked the accent, so I went along with the Mistress of Soul.
I had to laugh when you said you liked the accent, so you went along with it. Yeah, I found myself in that predicament a couple times with dudes from South Carolina, and Florida and Georgia, all of them. Yes, most definitely. So there's the answer to the question. That's how Jayna Blackwell got the name Mistress of Soul. And another question, your genres. So your bio states that you create magic through the genres of R&B and House. How does soul come in? So the question is, how does soul come in? Is that one of the genres? Are you like neo soul? Are you R&B? They missed the whole reading of the bio. But what genres do you classify yourself under? There we go.
Well, chapter 2 says no. No, but I would say, it's definitely a soulful R&B kind of sound, definitely that. I got pulled into the neo soul thing, I think, because, some of my favorite artists are considered neo soul, I guess, and so when I do a lot of my live performances, I sing, some Jill Scott songs or Erykah Badu or whatnot, and so I think that's kind of how I may have gotten lumped into that genre.
All right, there you go. Look, I'm not taking no more questions, guys. This is my time with Jayna, so stop sending the questions in, all right? Okay, one last question. Describe your musical style. I think she just said that, y'all. Describe your musical style.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a gumbo pot. Like I've said before, my influences have shaped the music that I of course gravitate to, if you will. And I do like all kinds of different types of music, and so I think it would just be kind of like gumbo. There's just a pot of mixture of different of different things.
I like that.
And so, and so I wish they had a category that says musical gumbo or something. Jayna Blackwell would be there.
Yes, I like that. Queen of Gumbo, I like that too. Where do you find your motivation? As I just mentioned, I know that you're a mother. I know that you are a full-time, employee, supervisory position also. So I know you have a lot on your plate, but and maybe you have hobbies and extracurricular activities, you know what I'm saying? But how do you find the motivation just to continue to pour in to what it is that you're so passionate about? There may be days when you're tired, but I have fans, I have supporters. You know what I'm saying? I got to continue to put this music out. And, how did you just stay disciplined and motivated to continue to do this, especially for so long?
There are challenges, and I think with life there's always those challenges that come about. But the biggest thing is, this music is my passion. So, when I set out to be a recording artist or a music artist, if you will, it was only because of my love for music. It was for no other reason. It wasn't about money. It wasn't about any type of glitz or glam. It just was because I love to sing and I, love music. And when I kept getting invited to do shows or performances or be a part of someone else's project, it just became this thing of blessings, like, wow, I felt honored to be a part, you know what I mean? And so it just continued that way. And I've just been following the lead throughout this thing. And, man, it's been a fun journey.
And that's awesome. Guys, I hope you listened to that answer, her response, because, sometimes we allow all the troubles of the world and the weight of the world and everything that we're going to consume us, so that we cannot focus on what we are passionate about. And y'all know I'm always talking about that here. Just having to take mental health days and just step aside and remember why you do the things that you do, why it is that you're so passionate about the things that you do. And if you keep that front and center, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have fun with everything that you put your hands to do. And there's so many times, I don't know if you go through this, Jayna, but there's so many times where I'm just like, you know what, I don't want to do no show today, especially on Monday nights, like New Music Mondays. I don't want to do that. It's like that show's too late. Like, I need to go to sleep. I don't want to do it. But I feel like as soon as I go live, all that adrenaline starts flowing, and you remember why it is that you're so passionate about this, and you just and I believe you prosper when you're walking in your passion and you're doing it purposefully. You prosper. So, guys, I hope you heard her response and adhere to the things that you said in that response. We have several songs, but to you personally, which of your songs do you feel that you have delivered your best performance so far, from a technical and from an emotional point of view?
Wow. We are actually dropping a new video for one of the tracks tonight. It's called In My Cool. And it's a very emotional song, I think, because it's really talking about a love for music or a love for R&B. And it's something that, within the lyrics, there's all these metaphors and whatnot, but it's a very emotionally driven track about the love of music. And for those of us that are in love with music, if you will, it is one that had me on, in my emotions and feelings, if you will, during the recording session. And even there's the bridge is, if you listen, you'll hear that I'm actually crying, singing the bridge, because it was so, the words were so powerful for me. And so that, I think, captured all of the emotions in that song. And so for that, it's the favorite one, my favorite one so far.
And it's called what?
In My Cool. It's called In
Why
My
do I
Cool.
have that? Why do I have that?
You have it because
you know what?
you
Because
were, like I said.
I'm speechless that you said that, and and I probably have heard it, but because I listen to so much music from so many artists, it's not clicking right now. But I was actually queuing up a song to play, now, and I thought, let me go see if I have something else, and I saw that I have In My Cool. I don't remember. Wow. All right, so we're definitely gonna have that on. I can't get it on right now because your fingers can't work fast enough, can't they? But I definitely want to get that. We're going to get that on. I was talking to my assistant. They over there like, no, not yet. Yeah, I got you. Calm down. I got you. So, yeah, we're going to get that in tonight. But I want to back up just a little bit and Dance All Night. I want to talk about that just a little bit. All right, so In My Cool, because I don't think I'm ready for that anyway, especially the way that she describes it. All right, so, well,
yeah.
I guess it's not going to be upbeat. If you were crying through the bridge, I guess it's not an upbeat song, and I think emotionally triggered songs are more, slower. And okay, so we're gonna put that one in the middle. All right, we'll do that. Put that in the middle. Dance All Night, though. I remember when that came out, and I think that was my introduction to Jayna Blackwell. And we played that. It was in rotation heavily around here for forever until we got more Jayna Blackwell. But talk about, the creative process for writing Dance All Night.
Now, Dance All Night, I did not write that song. And actually, Gregory Beasley wrote the lyrics.
Really?
Dance All Night. Yes. Uh-oh.
Okay.
I won't tell for that one, but yes.
That's between you and me.
Yes. Yes, he actually wrote the lyrics to the song, and so I was, nervous in the studio about recording it, and so super. I just was concerned that he might be, not like the way I performed it or delivered it, but, it's taken off, and so we're excited about it. It was definitely a new area, a new sound for me, because it was more house and more of a house feel, and so it was like my introduction to house music as well. So it opened me up to a whole new genre.
Body moving, makes me dance and shout till the sun comes out.
That was Dance All Night, Jayna Blackwell. Nobody told me that my mic was down, but I'm sitting here talking after you finish talking, and I'm just like going away. I'm like, yes, I can't believe that Greg really wrote that, and yeah, so now we're going to get into Dance All Night, Jayna Blackwell. I look down, and they're waving at me like, yeah, your mic, it's not on. Okay, so yeah, if y'all heard that pause there, we didn't goof up. I did. My mic wasn't on. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, again, that was my introduction to the Mistress of Soul, Jayna Blackwell, and the song blew me away, and I was a fan and have been ever since. Can you kind of see why? Kind of see why, guys? Yeah. All right. So, when the world opens back up completely, where can you envision yourself performing?
Well, I'm hoping that we will book those shows that I had planned for, Atlanta and New York especially, because I'm truly excited about getting outside of California. But I have still some live streaming shows in the works as well, and so I'm looking forward to those as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Are they going to be Facebook Live or Instagram or?
Well, I'm hoping that I'll be able to marry it through YouTube, but it's on a streaming service, and so I believe that I'll be able to connect the link to my YouTube channel.
Awesome. Hey, guys! Speaking of YouTube, we have these goals around here for the show, for this year, and this is the first time I'm segueing into YouTube, but this is the first time that we've actually made goals for the show, because every year it's just about being able to fulfill the mission and the vision of the show, and as long as we were doing that, then we were good. We were good with them. But I sat down at the beginning of the year with my business partners, and we said, this is year 4 coming up, and we actually need to have goals. We need to follow the business plan now, and we need to have goals, and we need to set them long-term, short-term, long-term, and then fulfill those goals, all right? We need to do that. And so each of our platforms, we have, a goal for the platform. And we received our first check from Spreaker like 2 weeks ago. I was excited. Do you hear me? I was excited because, again, it's never been about the money for us here. It was being able to fulfill the passion and the mission and the vision of the show. When the check came, I was like, oh, okay, I see we're doing things, all right? So we can cross that off of our list. And so the first goal for YouTube was to be able to get to 100 followers, because even though the show, that's a playback platform for us is YouTube, we've never really promoted YouTube, and so we made that the first goal, to get 100 followers, because we wanted to have our own custom URL. So we reached 100 followers today. I'm excited. So we have one more goal for YouTube for the remainder of the year. And, make goals. We talked about this with someone a few weeks ago about the vision board and how, you need to hold yourself accountable by being able to look at your vision on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And so I actually have 3 vision boards that I get a chance to look at daily, working on the 4th one now. But I get to see all of these every day and hold my own self accountable. And as you mentioned earlier, Jayna, for me, when I'm being able to, again, fulfill the things that I'm passionate about, it's all fun. People like, you're always so tired and, exhausted, and your hands are always here and your hands are always there. But, you have fun when you're doing things that you're passionate about and things that you love. So, I look forward to being able to watch you live on YouTube if I don't get to see you perform live first. All right, so we're going to keep you in the know about Jayna's live performances, guys. All right? Cool.
Yay.
As a female, look, I promise I wasn't going to talk tonight because I've been talking all day and I don't think I've shut up yet. So I'm going to scale back a little bit. As a female in the industry, females in general, whether they're in hip-hop, whether they're in R&B, whether they're pop, they always face some type of skepticism, whether it's from other females, whether it's from, a younger generation who doesn't like their older music, or an older generation who feels like they shouldn't be acting young, or, you know what I'm saying? They always face some type of skepticism, whether it's from their male counterparts, But for you, Jayna Blackwell, Mistress of Soul, can you say that you've suffered any resistance or skepticism from the industry or others within the industry?
Oh, of course. When I first started singing with bands and whatnot, I used to get that all the time. One of the things that I like to tell young girls a lot is the story about the first time that I was, the very first audition that I got myself, hyped up to do. And I went on that audition because it was for a traveling soul band. I just knew I could, at least be in the running, got myself all prepped up and everything to do it. And I never got to actually sing at all because the person that was holding the auditions didn't like the way that I looked. And so it caused me to, question everything, whether or not I should even be singing anymore, if that was the case. And so I went through a lot of challenges behind that. But, once I did have a good circle of friends and family that kind of rallied around me, if you will, and kind of motivated me to get back up and do it again. And so then, no's became yeses. And so I always look back at that one time and remember that as I move forward, because, I could have let that stop me from doing anything.
Yeah.
And opening myself up to sharing music or whatever. And so it didn't. And now I'm here, and with lots of stories to tell and whatnot. But I'm so excited that and happy that I allowed or didn't allow that situation, to hold me back from what I wanted to do.
So am I. Now, and staying right there, because it was so important it is so important that you shared that message with young girls. If you have, or if we have an aspiring artist who's listening now, especially female, and she says, oh, I've read her bio, you know what I'm saying? I actually follow her on social media. I love her sounds, I love her, her music. I love everything that she stands for, and I believe that I could be just like her. But I have a little fear. Like, I don't really know what the next step is that I need to take, and I don't even know if my music is going to be good enough, or I don't even know if I have the right look for this industry. What piece of advice could you offer to this aspiring artist to say, hey, you got to ... I don't want to use your piece of advice, but what piece of advice could you offer to that aspiring artist?
Yeah, I would soul that girl. I would soul her back in the day. But I guess I would say I wish that someone would have told me that it doesn't require any of those things. It doesn't require a look. It just requires your passion for whatever it is that you want to do with your music. I would just say follow your heart, and also find some people that know something about the business so that they can help guide you legally and contractually, behind the scenes.
That last part was most important to me. People like to get in business with their friends. You know what I'm saying? The friend has boosted your ego and giving you mad confidence, telling you your sound is, out of this world, and you sing music to a radio station and they reject your music because your friend's been boosting you. So make sure, and your friend knows nothing about the industry except for what they've seen, Diddy do on a show. So make sure that you are with a crowd of people who are able to back you on the business side of this industry. Yes, great advice. Make sure that you make it applicable to that aspiring career. All right, guys? Now, for you, the best piece of advice that you have received in the industry that you did not take but now wish you would have taken?
Wow. Okay, I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this, but I would say, how would you say? Don't sleep with and work. Don't sleep and work at the same place. Don't get your personal relationship involved with your business, and unless you're sound in both areas, because it could be very challenging when emotions and feelings are flying around and you're trying to get some work done. La 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 la.
I'm sitting looking around the room because all eyes are on me. Like, yeah, she's talking to you. Watch it. Hey, don't tell my business now. Yeah, but that right there, yeah, somebody should have told me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it doesn't even apply to just the music industry. That's just life in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't sleep with your boss, and I'm not saying that's what you did, but I'm just saying in general, the way that she phrased that, all right? So we're not mixing business with pleasure. So we shouldn't, what goes on at our jobs shouldn't trickle down over into our personal lives. You know what I'm saying? So that's just not this industry. That's just across the board. But, yeah, I wish I would have adhered to maybe that advice myself. I've always been just a rebel. I do things the way I want to do them. I walk to the beat of my own drum, and if I excel from it, then I feel like everything that I've gone through it for a reason. And I'm able to use those setbacks and those obstacles, those trials and tribulations and those stories to be able to help somebody else not make those same decisions and mistakes. So, yeah, that's something I wish somebody would have told me, though. Yep.
Yeah, that was a loaded answer, so I tried to be diplomatic with the response. Yeah, no, but yeah.
I want to jump into this next track right here. Jayna, we're going to talk about that later. Jayna has briefly talked about this track when asked, her song that she felt that she has given her best performance emotionally and technically. And she mentioned In My Cool. And, as I stated, I didn't even know we had it. I got so much music, I didn't even know we had it. Luckily, I was searching for your song, and I saw that pop up. So you want to go ahead and introduce In My Cool to the listening audience?
Yes. In My Cool, like I touched on before, is basically a love song to R&B. It's a love song to the love of R&B, if you will. And there's a lot of metaphors in the song, but I think it's talking about the love and the correlation to love and music, or the mixture of the two, if you will. So there you have it, In My Cool.
Radio on, 'cause this music sounds the same. People lost touch with soul R&B. Disappointment got me shaking my head. This house is not a home. Good love, what's really going on? Got this watered down R&B. No midnight love on BET. Missing the sounds of that old school R&B. This new trend got me shaking my head. I need a sound that can soothe my mind. I'm in my cool. The art of soul music really seemed to disappear. No making love songs, they're all for quality. Food for thought, I'm clearing my mind. 'Cause I'm in my cool. We're losing out with our relationships. Nowadays, love is not the same. Throwing lies and running from the truth. shaking my head. I need a sound that can soothe my mind. I'm in my groove. The art of soul music really seemed to disappear. No making love songs, fell off of quality. Food for thought and clearing my mind. 'Cause I'm in my groove. Friends, yes, they come and go. Been through a lot, yes, I'm thankful. It's really hard pushing through these doors. I'm gonna make it. There's no stopping me now. Raised on them old school sounds like part-time lover. All this love, if this world was mine. Good love been good to me. Good love been good to me. Missing the sounds of that old school R&B. This new trend got me shaking my head. I need a sound that can soothe my mind. I'm in my groove. The art of soul music really seemed to disappear. No making love songs, fell off of quality. Food for thought and clearing my mind. 'Cause I'm in my groove.
Hey now, what's good? It's your girl, Jayna Blackwell, c-townrecords, Mistress of Soul. And you're on the air with the hottest independent station, Endie Fiya, with your host, Nakia, giving you that heat right here on the station, bringing you all of the hottest hip-hop hits, Endie Fiya.
If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia, and c-townrecords, Mistress of Soul, Jayna Blackwell. Look, whenever I play that drop, I always get people that be like, yo, who is that? And I be like, Jayna Blackwell. You know, y'all be hearing her. You hear her music, you know, and they be like, yeah, all right, cool, whatever. Now you can identify the music with the voice, with the face, with the bio, with the person. You all know now who Jayna Blackwell, Mistress of Soul, is. All right? Yes, and that right there was in my cool. Like, I need to play that again a couple times after the show. I'm about ready to crack the bottle of wine open and get the wine glasses out. And I don't know how you drink or if you even drink, but I always drink with 2 wine glasses. So I never want to feel like I'm drinking alone. You know what I'm saying? I never want to get drunk before the other person does either. So I always have these 2 wine glasses and I drink out of both glasses. I don't know. It's always been kind of funny that way. Anyway, guys, am I cool? I like that. I like that. You know, I heard.
Thank you.
I thought of Jill Scott. And somebody else popped in my head. But that's the vibe that I got. That's the vibe, and I like that you're so you know, versatile. From dance all night to Am I Cool? How can you say, or how would you say that your newer music has changed from your older music?
Well, I'm definitely learning more about the craft. There's some growth there. So, you know, even the selections of who to work with or the team that we're working with now, it has evolved, you know. And so as I've evolved, as I've gone through things in my life, you know, that have even changed the sound of my voice. And so I definitely know that you'll hear that those changes, that seasoning, if you will, that I've gone through in, you know, in the new stuff to come.
So I want to talk about tune setting now, because we're going to play that next. I see the numbers, and I see how phenomenal. What if you win again for 2020? You see, now with you being on the show, then you're back in. You'll be back. Well, you know what? I won't say that because, you know, there's the category only has, I think there's either 5 or 6 in each category. So I don't know, but you know, you're probably going to be in the category. So, but what if you win again? That would be crazy. All right. So
that
anyway,
would be amazing.
Hope none none of my judges are listening. I really do. We're going to get new judges this year anyway. Yeah, we won't even mention that she won last year, you know. But what's been going on with, you know, since Tune Setting officially released, and, you know, again, I know that you're doing crazy numbers overseas, and then you got the Tune Setting Challenge, and, you know, how's that all been?
A blessing. You know, I mean, when we released the track, we were excited to release it. I didn't expect it to take off in this way, but I'm hugely excited, and, you know, we actually consider all this a blessing. You know, with the challenge, though, it's a joke around my house because, you know, my kids are huge TikTok users, and I'm still trying to maneuver my way around TikTok and whatnot. So it's kind of crazy that, you know, someone on TikTok started this challenge, you know. But so that's kind of exciting because it's opening me up to another generation of people that are listening to the sounds, I guess. I don't know. It's just all kind of crazy and exciting, you know.
That's amazing. You're the second artist I've had this year who has a worldwide challenge, and I just think it's amazing just to be associated, because now not that I didn't think you were big before, but now I really think you super big now. You know what I'm saying? So this is huge. When it came to the writing process or the creative process for writing Tune Setting, now did you write that?
No, I didn't. I just Kenneth Christian wrote Tune Setting. I just went in and added a little, you know, ad-libs here and there while we were in the studio, but the song was definitely written by him about his experiences in working with, his frustrations, I should say, in working with me and trying to get the music created. So, you know, we were talking about having balance in our life and whatnot before, and so it was truly a challenge in trying to find and carve out areas of time or bits of time to be able to even get the project done. So, which is evident in the lyrics.
Well, this right here, guys, our 2019 Best R&B Song winner, Jayna Blackwell, with Tune Setting.
Come down, just passing through, not trying to stop now. Love to see the smiles on my loved one's face. Then after my shows, it's back to the basics. From phone bills to car notes and insurance. Fueling my gas tank and bridge clearance. Repping Currency King. Write it down, take a picture, a copy and paste. Haters are hating my ground.
Tune setting, upgrading your vocals to high quality sound. A formulation, as it goes for Jayna Blackwell.
Been lost in this world trying to find myself. Saying, Lord, can you hear me? I need your help. Lost a few loved ones in my life. Trying to raise my kids and teach them right. trying to lose my pride. It's warm in my heart, but it's cold outside. Hard to survive, it's not like the 80s. I guess in my dreams I can get that Mercedes. Way over my head, gotta stay focused. Gotta pay this rent or get a 30-day notice. 'Cause it's a cold, cold world. Gotta guard yourself, be on your P's and Q's.
Heart and soul, diva of the Bay Area. As you know, it's tune setting. As we bring it through Jayna Blackwell.
On Endie Fiya, girl Nakia, and the c-townrecords Mistress of Soul, Jayna Blackwell. I want to apologize for our delay in music playing tonight. We have new equipment, and I'm actually in two different locations right now, and so I'm doing one thing and somebody else is doing another, and it's causing a little conflict with us playing our music. So anyway, nevertheless, it got out there. I just wanted to just apologize for that brief delay. Jayna, I want to put you on the spot really quickly, if you don't mind. You know that part at the end of the song that you just did? Can I hear that live?
Let's see, the that part.
That part. Yes, thank you. You know what? I had someone to tell me when I was making music back in the day. When I would have an interview, they would always put me on the spot, and they would be like, let me hear you do blah 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 blah. And my manager finally told me, like, no, you don't give free audiences. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You don't give the audience free performances. And I thought, no, what's wrong with that? I'm not singing the whole song, and they've invited me on the show for their interview, and what's wrong with being able to display my talent and let them know that what you hear off of the track is actually it's me, and you know what I'm saying? It's not any no ad lib, no reverb. It's me, and so I appreciate an artist that could just get up here and just go like that right there. Thank you so much. I want to go ahead and open the floor up to you now so that you can get all of your contact information out for those who may be listening live, for those who may come back and listen to one of the many playback shows if they're interested in, I don't know, sending Jayna some beats, if they want to collab with you, if they want to get you on tour, you know what I'm saying? If they want some merch, I don't know. Whatever the reason is, they need to get in contact with you. The floor is now yours to get your contact information out.
At Jayna Sings Too. That'll get you to any of the platforms. The at symbol JAYNASINGS, the number 2.
Very simple. Very simple. I almost forgot the number 2. I was looking for Jayna, even though it's built into all of my social media, but I almost forgot the number 2. I was like, something's missing. The number 2, yes. All right, guys, so Jayna Sings with an S, not a Z, and the number 2. All right? Make sure that you are following the show on all social media platforms at Endie Fiya. Make sure you're following me, The Girl in Motion, on all social media platforms at The Girl in Motion. Make sure that if you want to submit for New Music Mondays, that you go on the website, www.indiefireradio.com, click on the New Music Mondays submissions tab, the artist name or type in the artist name, a little bit about the track, and please be sure that you upload the file, all right? Because it does me no good for you to say, my name is Tom Jones, and I got this fire track called Peanut Butter Time, but you don't upload the track. You know what I'm saying? I can't play what you don't upload, all right? So if you're trying to get a rotation on New Music Mondays, just remember to upload the track, okay? Until Monday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a good week, remainder of the week, and an awesome, and very safe weekend. Happy Father's Day. I almost forgot that. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, stepdads, grandfathers, uncles. You know, if you're holding it down in the fatherly position, happy Father's Day to you. Jayna, have a good night.
Thank you so much for having me. And you as well.
You are so very welcome.
La, 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 la.